Okay, our third and final guest is?
We're going to move from big data to cloud, and we've got SugarSync here and the CEO of SugarSync, Laura Yecies. Laura is going to jump to the hot seat here, and SugarSync has a new version 2.0 out here, and I suspect she'll talk about that. So your 2 minutes begins right now.
Great. Well, thanks for having me on. SugarSync is the most powerful, flexible cloud solution for consumers and small businesses. With SugarSync, all you need to do is install SugarSync, sync your data from your Mac or PC to the cloud, and then it's securely backed up and accessible from all of your devices. So what makes SugarSync special? There's a lot of cloud services out there. Well, what's special about SugarSync is that we let you work the way you want to work. You don't have to put your data into some special syncing box. That's not how you organize your data. We let you choose your existing folders, your documents, your desktop, pictures, music, and sync those to the cloud. It's much more convenient. It allows you to get a lot of data easily into the cloud, and then you choose what you want on which device. Now, our customers tend to have a lot of data in the cloud. So one of the great new things about our 2.0 version is that we have search built in. And because you have all this data from different devices, it's almost like having Spotlight or Google Desktop Search across all of your computers. As you mentioned, we have this brand new 2.0 release. In addition to search, we have this nice new client UI, which allows you to just very easily get your data into the cloud. All you need to do is drag and drop your folders onto the SugarSync client, and then your data is automatically in the cloud. Also, we've highlighted social. So SugarSync is a great way to collaborate, share data with your friends and family and coworkers. And now, just like with getting your data into the cloud, sharing is drag and drop. So all you need to do is drag your file or folder onto your contact name, and then the data is shared with them very easily and securely. SugarSync is the best solution for business, but it's also a great solution for consumers. It's also a great solution for businesses. We have features that allow multiple people within a company to share an account, collaborate easily on their projects, and they have all the ease of use benefits of the consumer version.
All right.
Right on time.
Wow. You must have rehearsed that, didn't you? Just a couple times.
Driving up here with my timer in the car.
Driving up from Silicon Valley. Great. Well, that was a great presentation. Thanks very much, Lori. So let's go to the other side of the table. Charlie, we'll put you on the seat first here. And turn the mic to yourself. Yeah.
This is a great idea. The timing is good. I would worry being in this space as a business that an established cloud storage service or anyone able to offer file storage somewhere out there is going to think of doing this as well. Nevertheless, I think you're well-timed and well thought through. I'm going to be a...
Whoa! 7. You went up a point here. It's also inherent in a lot of the platforms now, right? So for, if you think about the major platform providers like Android, Google with Android, or Microsoft with SkyDrive, or Apple with iCloud, they are kind of trying to weave that same
the
thing.
established competition is formidable.
Yeah. Michael?
Yeah, I think it's pretty intriguing that you guys are integrating the social elements, and you're not just looking at it as a series of repositories, and you're trying to give people a lot of control over how they're able to store their data. I'd be interested to know, since you talked about it as not just a consumer product, but also as good for businesses, what kind of security is implemented. Not all providers provide encryption for data at rest, for example. A lot of them are just in transit, and some details about that would be something I'd want to know about if I were considering putting business documents on there. But I think it sounds like a great idea, so I'm going to do 8 again.
8. All right. And so, Tom, is this something that's interesting to you?
Yeah, actually, I mean, particularly as someone who's just realized that solid-state drives are not really recoverable, syncing and backing up is...
You're worrying me because I use a MacBook Air, which is all solid state.
I use a MacBook Air that died recently, and it was gone. It's not coming back, and it was the one... I didn't have many files on it, but it was the one thing that wasn't backed up. So I'm really into sync at the moment, and the... would even be a potential customer for the product, but I would have wanted to hear a couple things. One, do you provide a user-provided encryption keys as opposed to company-provided encryption keys? And 2, can you do any backing up to local services or local devices rather than the cloud as an extra sort of assurance, just because having a cloud backup sometimes isn't what you want. If you were trying to pull back several gigabytes of data quickly, you want to have it locally. So it's, some questions like that, but in principle, I think the idea is great. I would give it a 9.
Good job. Well, before we ask Lori to respond, so theoretically, you've got your MacBook Air back?
Yeah, well, I
reinitialized. You've got the computer back, right? Oh, you reinitialized it.
And I'm hoping it's not going to fail again. And I now am running a constant cloud backup
and which
service
one did you pick?
I picked Crash Plan just because it was something that I had already in place, and because it lets me also replicate to local devices.
Okay. All right.
And also that it has essentially unlimited data storage. I mean, I have like hundreds of gigabytes to put in there.
So Lori, we lied. We said we're going to give the 24 seconds to you from the previous presenter, from Anthony, but we're not. You have 30 seconds to respond.
So obviously this is a really hot space, which means a lot of the big players like Google and Apple and Microsoft are in the market. SugarSync is not aiming to compete really on a mass basis. We want to have a highly differentiated product, great ease of use, great security, and I think that there's room for a premium service for savvy users. Security is critical. We do encrypt our data at rest. We do not yet have the private personal key encryption, but that is coming. But we do take data security very seriously, and most importantly, our business model does not hinge on using users' data.
Oh. All right, we gave you three extra seconds there. Okay, well, Lori, thanks very much for joining us. Good luck with SugarSync. Yep.